Now you can see me.
Now I can see you?
No, you don't.
So this week on the Flippin Valentines, episode 3, we're at home, and I'm trying to figure out why my wife is growing what?
Well, this is a sweet potato.
Shocker, I can see that.
This is kind of what happens when you forget to make the groceries that you bought.
So that was growing in the pantry?
Not like that. So
anyway, what is this?
They get little sprouts on them, and if you put them in water, this is what happens.
Great.
And now we can actually take this and plant it outside.
Like she doesn't have enough to do. And then what is this?
It's an avocado.
Oh, we're growing avocados too.
Check this bad boy out, though. I mean, look at it. Look at the root system on that. That's stellar. In like 6 years.
You know you can buy those at the store, right?
In like 6 years, we can have our own avocado. They take a really long time to grow and mature.
Okay.
And we have to grow them in the house. It's too hot here.
Enough of your farming. She farms on the kitchen counter, for crying out loud. Do you farm on the kitchen counter?
It's too hot outside.
I know. The good news is you get to spend all the time outside right now.
Yeah, and it's lovely out there. Lovely. I feel like I'm showering from about 7 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
So today, actually, pretty big announcement. A lot of you guys that... Chase, quit kicking the camera, dork. Wendy has been working really hard, and one of the things that was critical in the business as we've been repurposing homes was the communication, the bids, how we were getting things done, and she found a software, and she's worked since the beginning of the year putting this together. But the with help. But the software also comes. Do you want to do your horn again? Comes with a website. So for those of you that are curious, kind of watch Facebook here and there,
I'm not a good poster.
No, she's not. She's terrible. She now has a website that we are posting pictures, some of the homes for sale. You can see some of the projects in process. You can get great ideas for your home. Like we mentioned on the last one, we really want to compete, because I'm pretty sure I can win, with Love It. What was it? Love It.
Oh, it's your contest. You're so excited about it.
Shut up. List it,
or
lease it, or fall in love with it again. And, you know, that's a combination of a couple of different things. Do you want to sell your house and move on to the next thing? Or do you want to potentially look at the investment strategies that we've created and keep it as a long-term rental for your future? Or do you want to fall in love it again? Love it again?
Love it again.
Love with it again.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, so check this out. This is Wendy's all-new site. You can find it at bossladyred.com. And you can also follow her on Instagram at bossladyred as well. Chase said to pull it back. I'm not doing a good job. Anyway. La la.
You're really bad at this.
He said we're really bad at this. Shut up, Chase. Anyway, okay, enough with that. What's on our question board today?
Well, apparently it's all about me today.
Isn't it always about you?
No.
Yes.
No. What's my favorite thing about my website is one of the questions.
I think your logo is the favorite thing of your website.
Oh, my logo is cute, huh?
It is cute.
I did that on my own. You guys kind of have to understand that I am not very technologically savvy. I'm that person that opens up her laptop and all of a sudden it just doesn't work for no reason.
Well, there's a few toys that you use technologically savvy with.
I don't think a drill is technological.
Oh, okay.
But I use it better than that. Better than you. I know you weren't. I was ignoring you. So I did the logo on my own and helped develop the website on my own, and I filled it by myself, and every single picture on that website is a property that I have designed and remodeled with the help of my guys.
Yep.
So I am super, super excited. I think my favorite thing about the website is the gallery of homes that we put in there with the before and after pictures. And I've got a bunch more to put in there. One of the things that's going to be coming on the site soon is I'm going to do a kitchen and bath gallery. And that will be a combination of both projects that I've done and a culmination of kind of like my favorite things that I find on Houzz and on Facebook, so that we can kind of collaborate together when people say, oh my gosh, I love this, and we can go, oh, we can totally do that. So, but my on the website too are links to both Houzz and Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
So you can go to my Houzz and my Pinterest boards straight from my website
And see what you're picking
see
out,
what I'm
what you're
picking
doing,
out, what I'm
you're
paying,
liking.
and my projects that are
Yeah.
on Houzz and Pinterest.
Yeah, one of the things that's really cool about what we bring to the table in the industry, having separate businesses, is that, you know, when we do have clients that we represent and you do decide to list your home, and maybe you're looking for something bigger, smaller, whatever the case may be, or even if you're buying investment properties, is that we have it all in-house to take it from, you know, you're buying something that you want to do some remodel or light remodel on, and we're doing this a lot more for our clients, where we can go from closing to renovation and take it all in one piece, and we know that it's being taken care of on both ends, and that's the thing that is really awesome. You're not looking for a bunch of referrals for different people, and it's been an amazing process for several of our clients recently, where, you know, we've sold them a home and then flipped it for them, basically for them to live in, and they get to do their choices and their designs and all that other stuff.
And sometimes it's something as simple, like right now we've got a client where we're upgrading the master bathroom and the kitchen backsplash and countertops. Not a big deal, you know, putting in a couple things
Right.
that they wish the house had, and sometimes it's a full remodel. So we run the gambit of what we can provide to them.
Yeah, from the small to the large. It also helps the process as well when it comes down to the repairs. When somebody has a house listed for repair wise, we don't have to tell the seller, hey, you know, go get all these different people. We just turn it over to Wendy and have her take the repairs, coordinate them, and it's just an added bonus that we have to offer when you list
You're
list
off
house
track.
with us. Am I? Okay.
Yeah, you're way up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Still about you?
It's still
Is that
about
why?
me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's Wendy's week.
Wendy week.
How do you fit into the crazy mix at the Valentine group? They want to know how I fit into the crazy.
She's boss lady red. I mean, that should say enough.
So, I've had my real estate license for 20 years, almost 20 years, 19 years, and
I've had it for 20. This month, actually.
yeah, it is.
Yep, this month.
Congratulations.
It only took me, 5 tries to finally pass my broker's test.
I'm a good test taker, honey.
Yeah,
It's okay. You shouldn't feel bad.
Yeah.
You know more
Test
than
this.
you know more than I do. But I think that as far as me fitting into Valentine group, there's the obvious with Boss Lady Red and being able to help clients and things like that. But I think that one of the other things that I bring to the table when it comes to Valentine group is I've been there for the last 15 of the last 19 years. I was in real estate with you,
Right.
and not always working with clients, but a lot of the behind the scenes things. So, and my background is actually in management. It's in hotel restaurant management. So when it comes to working with our team, working with people, getting in there and trying to figure out some of the culture and some of the crazy
Right.
that goes on, I think that that's sometimes where I'm able to step in and go, hey, check it out. Maybe we should approach things this way.
Yeah,
or
you're
that
a
way.
great sounding board inside to really help put things together, things where maybe not my strengths, and that you kind of help pull those things together from your experiences from leadership in the hotel and restaurant business.
Mm-hmm. Which leads us to the next question: is where did I start and how did I get where I am today?
Woo-hoo, that's a loaded question.
There was this little trailer in upstate New York. No,
She started up here, worked her way down, and worked her way down across the states.
yeah, it's kind of a long drawn out story, but
We'll make it fast.
I
17,
Humble.
left Buffalo,
Go ahead,
small
you tell
town. I'll tell it. It's
You
more
tell
fun
it.
when I tell it.
Yeah,
Small town girl, more cows than people,
Officially.
and officially, and 17, she had a choice either to be a farmer or a bartender, farmer's wife or a bartender, and
something like that.
you went to Johnson and Wales in
South
South Carolina,
Charleston, best city if you ever get a chance to
got a
visit.
culinary degree and hotel business management something, I don't know. She does all kinds of things. And then it was down to Florida, where you worked at.
I ended up the inside, the in-between stories are really, you have to know me well to get those. But I ended up at Saucy's Plantation on Captiva Island off of Santa
Which we
Island.
visited for vacation 2 years ago, which was interesting.
Yeah, it was super fun. And from there, I started managing restaurants. I started with Lone Star Steakhouse as a service manager.
For those of you who remember those, they were the original peanut on the floor, dancing in the aisles until, the country became Sue happy and somebody tripped on a peanut.
At 23 years old, they moved me out to Phoenix and made me the general manager of a brand new restaurant that I oversaw the construction and the hiring and all that other good stuff. So it opened just a couple weeks before my 24th birthday.
Yep, I was just graduating high school.
Yeah. Anyway.
Pretty sure I met her when I was in high school.
You did not!
Well, I'm pretty sure you were dating a first grader when you were in 6th grade, so.
What are you talking about? You're such an ass. Yes, I'm older, even though he looks older.
Why? Is it the gray in my goatee?
I don't know.
Anyway, whatever.
You could use a little more Botox, so I'm thinking.
So anyway, so she ended up at Lone Star, which is where we met, actually. My sister was a waitress for her, and that's how we met. And then it kind of moved on. I remember the Christmas or Thanksgiving that you were sent out to Rhode Island to do an opening and training. And they sent you out there 3 weeks, didn't pay you a per diem. When you came back, I think they accused you of stealing gift certificates when it was the crackheads behind the counter.
Yep.
And that was peace out. She quit. And about 3 months before we got married, then she got a real estate license afterwards. She worked in a bridal shop for a good friend of ours for a little while.
Went back to waiting tables for a while.
Went back to waiting tables for a little while. And then we got married. She got her license, and we've been working together ever since.
Yep. End of story.
End of story, kind of.
Yeah, wow.
What's next?
Like I said, there's all of those tidbits.
What else does
last
somebody
one,
want to know?
my favorite renovation secret.
Ooh.
I think one of the things, and I was talking to a client about this, somebody I met with last night, is that when you remodel, especially if you're gonna go like floors and countertops, the best thing to do, floors and countertops are your biggest, especially floors, because you have to move everything out of your house. I mean, it's a big deal. Go neutral.
It's dusty.
It's very dusty. Go neutral. Go neutral with your floors. Go neutral with your countertops. Our house, we've got brown floors, even though we've got gray walls, because wood is the color, brown is the color of wood. I mean, it just depends. In a stained wood, it's timeless. Keep your floors and your countertops neutral, because backsplashes and throw pillows are easy to change. So if you keep your big items neutral, when a fad comes in or something changes or something happens, it's so easy to change your backsplash, to change the pillows on your furniture, even to change a paint color on the wall, whether it be an accent wall or all of the paint. They're very much less intrusive and much less expensive than changing the big items.
Yeah. I think one of the things that we've seen too is, I don't remember before it, but back in the early 2000s, everything had gone so brown and Tuscan that there was no changing. It was a lot of gaudy furniture. It was a lot of darks.
Careful.
What? It's true. But I mean, I remember like the big sectional that we had. It was huge, and now we have these little foo-foo couches that nobody ever sits on. They're totally
people sit on them all the time, and they're ridiculously comfortable.
But you look back. I was doing some comps last night, and I was looking at a house that sold, and it says highly remodel or greatly remodel. I'm looking at it, and it's travertine floors, and it's extremely brown, and then they mixed different grays with it, and I've seen some of that where they don't want to do the floors, and then they try to combine the grays with the browns, and
Right.
it just doesn't work. In fact, I saw it in DC Ranch a month ago.
It was in that particular one was very European too. It had the European style cabinets and things
Right.
like that. So you just have to, keep your neutrals and keep your basics. I mean, basics are still dark brown. It's still, black. It's still, your basics are your basics. And a dark brown floor will go with no matter what color you decide to put on the walls.
Yeah, it's kind of like some of the different cabinets you're using now. I mean, whether like we did black cabinets in our kitchen, that was right on the cusp of a lot of things started going white, but with the amount of trouble I caused in the kitchen, black cabinets were definitely a good idea for us. Yeah. But you've also started using some gray cabinets and even some mildly colored cabinets in some of the different places where you can kind of get away with that.
I'm doing one with navy blue right now.
Right. Well, you said navy blue is your new favorite.
It is. My navy blue is the new teal.
The new teal. Well, does that mean we're not going to get any more red doors?
No.
No, we are. Yes, we are.
No, we'll still get some red doors.
I think the other thing too is just looking at what's your opinion on timelessness of the current style as far as the grays, the whites, the colors.
So white cabinets have been popular forever.
Right.
Okay, we went through a time where they weren't putting them in as much, but I think that white cabinets can go in so many different directions. They can give the farmhouse feel, they can give the cottage feel, they can give a very, some people like the very clean cut sterile feel. So white cabinets, even though we're seeing them everywhere now, and somebody even made that comment the other day, they're like, we are so glad to come in and not see white cabinets. Oh. Well, right now your options really are color or white. I mean, and that sounds funny, but I mean, like, we're not doing wood cabinets anymore. We're not doing the
oak and the
God no, not
hickory
oak, but yeah, I mean, they're just not
maple.
putting them in a lot, and so your painted is what's in right now, painted colors, and so
it's kind of like the teal we did at the cabin,
right? But it's but white can go in so many different directions. So before you get too poo-poo on white cabinets, just kind of think about what your style is, and that's when you come back around to the backsplash. I mean, we have a wood grain backsplash. Before the wood tile was popular, we put a wooden backsplash in. You know what? In 5 years, I might go through and go, you know what? I want to change that to subway tile. And by changing the backsplash in your kitchen, you totally, completely change the look.
Can I tell you
of what it looks like?
How lucky I am that we don't spend more money at our house because of all the fun things she gets to do. She kind of gets it out of her system. It's kind of like kids at the playground. Go play there so you're worn out when you come home.
Yeah,
so
I
when
get
she
to
comes
go play
home,
with all my friends' toys.
she doesn't have to do it here,
Yeah.
which I'm grateful for. Because right now, her new favorite backsplash would probably be up on the wall.
I don't have time.
Good. Keep it that way. Hey, so at the end of this episode, we're hoping you guys are enjoying these commentaries, and check out Wendy's website. It's bossladyred.com. Check that out. Follow her on Instagram. Comment on her stuff, and is there something that we can do for you, whether, you know, like I said, you're looking to list your home, get an opinion, maybe look at the investment side of real estate with me and that strategy, or you're looking to potentially fall in love with your home again and do some renovation or get some ideas. That's Wendy, the Boss Lady Red. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.